Okay, this is another model that's showing the seahorse, which is the Diencephalon and the brainstem. So if you look at it, we always start from this part here, which is the eye. The eye is the thalamus. This middle part here, this is the eye pupil, and this is called the intermediate mass or the interthalamic adhesion. This will be the eyebrow of the seahorse, which is called the fornix. Between the eye and the eyebrow, which is like the eye shadow, there is a pink part here, which is the pineal gland, and this is the choroid plexus that make the CSF. If you go up more, this part here, which is the forehead, this is the septum pellucidum. So if I push here harder, that will take me to the lateral ventricle. So this is the septum pellucidum that's separating the two lateral ventricles. This is the hair of the seahorse, and this is called the Corpus Callosum, and this is one of the commissural fibers that communicate or connect the two hemispheres, right and left hemispheres. If you go down at the meeting here between the hair and the eyebrow, this point here, this is called the anterior commissure. Anterior commissure and corpus callosum, those are the two commissural fibers that communicate the two hemispheres to each other. If you go back here to the eye, which is the thalamus, under the eye, here is the hypothalamus. And under the eye, in this cavity here, this is the third ventricle. If you go to the third ventricle, this will take you to the aqueduct of the midbrain or the aqueduct of the mesencephalon to the fourth ventricle. So third, fourth, and aqueduct of the midbrain or the mesencephalon. If you go under the thalamus and anteriorly, this will take you to the hypothalamus. The mouth of the seahorse here, this is called the infundibulum. And there is something hanging from the mouth here, which is the pituitary gland, also known as hypophyseal gland. Remember both names. The nose, which is this part here, this is the optic chiasm. It's just a section of it. The rest of the nerve is not in this view, but this is the optic chiasm. If you go down here, this will be the chest, this whole part, the chest. This will be the abdomen, this will be the pelvis, and this will be the tail. The chest here, the midbrain, with two parts. This is a tegmentum, this is a tectum, and this will be this is the midbrain or the mesencephalon. Chest is the mesencephalon. The abdomen is the pons. The pelvis is the medulla, which is see the E here, CDE, midbrain, pons, medulla, and the tail, which is number 22. This is the spinal cord. And you can also see in this model, this is the cerebellum, and this tree here, the white tree, this is the arbor vitae. Arbor vitae, arbor means tree, vitae means vital or life. So this is a tree of life here inside the cerebellum. This is the fourth ventricle again, and you can actually see two nerves here. This is nerve number 3 and nerve number 4. Those nerves here, 2 of the cranial nerve, 3 and 4, and this was 2. You don't see the olfactory in this view. Those two parts here, if you look at it, if you come closer and you see those two here, this is the superior colliculus and this is the inferior colliculus. There is another 2, superior and inferior colliculus, in the other half. If you put those 4 together, 4 colliculi, that's called the corpora quadrigemina. So superior colliculus, inferior colliculus. Another superior colliculus and inferior colliculus from the other half, the 4 bodies together, this will make the corpora quadrigemina. That's it, this model here. We said this part here is the anterior commissure. Number 6 here, this will be the posterior commissure. So anterior commissure, posterior commissure, and this is the corpus callosum here.